Whoops. What's up, everybody? It's just one. And welcome, said one. Oh my goodness. It feels good to be home. I was out with my family recently. And that was spectacular. Got to spend some time with my girls. That was great. And now I am home and ready to perform for you and make good quality art with dragons. Purple it is. Oh man. All the fires to the northwest are going a little wild tonight. It's getting a little smoky. Oh my god, really? Is my Bivot already just in the tank? Hold on a second. No, I got tons of speed. What? Alright, whatever. What's up? What's up, Dr. Icarus, sir? Hello. I don't know why my internet's acting a little funky. Apparently I got 110 megabytes down, and we'll see what else. Hello, Cascadian Wizard. Alright, my internet will recover. I have to go get a fan because I'm dying in here. I'll be right back. Listen to these tasty, tasty jams, and then we'll all do a bowl. Right back. All right. Floobadooba-doo with a Pikachu too. So I got an emote to make it work. Type C drag fire. But not like the way I just did it. Do it better. Do it better, Chris. What is it? CB drag. Oh, duh. There we go. No. Fudge. I'm going to figure this fucking... Oh, maybe C drag? CB drag? It's this thing. It's the... Oh, uppercase F. There. There we go. Ugh. Why am I wearing a hat? You know what? I don't need to wear a hat right now. It's so warm. Oh, God. And tonight I am nervous and excited. Very, very excited. Because I get to try something. Yeah! I get to blend CB Drag Fire with a capital F, lowercase c. We'll learn together. We'll all get it. Oh man, tonight, gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen, everybody, we get to do some fun stuff. I get to play with some wash, some shadow wash. I know I like to make my own wash, but this is specific. Wait, what the fuck? How does this work? Flooby, we all suck at this. I think if you click the chat button and then select the thingy, I bet there's a way. Man. Flooby, I hope you were just laughing. I hope you're just laughing your butt off as we try desperately to do Twitch. Oh my goodness. Oh man, we'll get it. We'll get it. Oh, this is hilarious. I love that we're just figuring out. Brilliant. Brilliant. This is why I do this. So we all struggle to use technology together. Fuck yeah. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's have some fun. So I got some wash. We got some shadow wash. Got some lavender. Okay, it's not really lavender. It's purple worm. I'm a big fan of the purple worm. And then I have, this is what I was going to say, I have my lavender wash that I made. And I'm excited about this one because I'm going to cover the entire dragon in a dark wash. We're going to go shadow wash. And in doing so, I will be able to then bring everything back up with white. And man, I'm a little nervous because there's really only 2 or 3 more colors I need to do, like big, massive colors. So I thought tonight would be a great night to talk about imposter syndrome. One of my favorite, I know, right? Dropping heavies. So one of my favorite artists on YouTube, his name is Ninjon. He's from like Minnesota or Missouri or one of those states where they play lots of things inside because it gets cold in the winter. He did this whole video where he went to town and he narrated painting a miniature. And then while he was narrating it and talking about why you should do things certain ways, the subtitles on the video were him basically shit-talking his art. It was just like him tearing himself apart, and he wanted to showcase what went through his head while he was painting, but also provide the instruction. I'm using this for the wash just because it's a little easier and it doesn't sit in my wet palette as well. So I'm going to throw my spin on kind of what he did, where I'm just going to tell you exactly what I'm terrified about. Here's the villain of this dragon. I used a clear base coat, the primer, which worked really well for allowing me to capture this transparency, right? That's what we were talking about last time. However, the transparent primer filled in a layer, much like paint fills in layer on layer on layer, and unfortunately, I can't, that basically takes out one whole layer of color for me. I didn't think about that when I did it, but it just fills in. Days of Thunder, I don't want to listen to you right now, bro. Come on. Effectively, the layer of primer filled in the grooves in the dragon. So I have to use less paint now when I'm bringing it up. Otherwise, I'll lose all of the cool textures and all these little thingies. And since I'm going purple and black, I have a purple and black wash. So we're going to go hard on the washes tonight. And then once those dry, I'm going to start layering the wings because the reference photo that I'm using, the dragons are mostly black or grayish black, and for some reason in this photo a lot of it is black. It's just shadowed that way, right? It's just dark. So I'm gonna lean into that and add the black now that I've added a layer of the primer, and hopefully, because I'm using washes, it will still be able to provide a sense of transparency. Might not work later on, and that might be that, but that's something I wanted to try and do. Holy balls, I am sweating. Whew. Goodness gracious. So yeah, welcome everybody. Hope y'all are having a good day. I just went to Sequim, Washington with my family, and it was amazing. Dr. Wizard, I know y'all love Sequim. So, is this the dark black? Yes, and I'm going to be using maybe a little bit of this acrylic color, dark black. But for now, we're... Oh no. CB Dragons is without a lighter. I won't refer to myself in the third person. I didn't know if I liked that. All right, I'm going to grab a lighter. I'll be right back. All right. So, shadow wash, and then a purple wash. Squam! Hell yeah. Now, just for fun, before I dive in, I painted this Nightwalker last week. And I'm really quite fond of it. And I'm not quite done. But I got some crazy Seahawk colors in the back, and I'm really happy with them. So I just wanted to show you. This is the Nightwalker, my promotions specialist. And I thought it'd be fun to show him, because I didn't get to show off those really cool flames on the back. Imagine running into this dude in the middle of the forest of Sequim. All right. Ooh, Clutch. Excellent. Not the band, but the song. Okay. Since we're doing a wash, we're going to use a bigger brush this time. I am sweating into my eyes. Holy mackerel. All right. Here we go. I'm going to use a number 10 acrylic paintbrush because that's what I got. Let's do it, friends. The goal with this wash, again, is to establish a black color, a shadowy color in all the grooves because I used a clear primer, and that, well, let's just say that made it difficult to add one more layer of paint. But this will allow me to create a few different effects. Some dripping effects, some layering effects, a little symbiote looking shit. But you see what's happening right now. You see how this is kind of sticking in these grooves? I'm probably gonna use a lot of wash. That's okay. Ooh, more grooves are showing up. This is good. Now, this is the underside of the wing. So I'm not going to get too crazy with as much wash as I'm going to do. I just wanted to kind of get this in here to kind of showcase what the wash will do. And it likes to, as some people say in some of the kick-ass YouTube tutorials that I watch, wash is like the instant professional solution to miniature painting. when you're at the end of the process. Like, really, you could paint something with just 2 or 3 colors and then hit the whole thing with a hard, dark wash and then pop. Looks like, it just looks incredible. And I've done that. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on wash because I just fucking love it. And maybe I can cosplay as Wash from Firefly because he's dope. Why not? So, I'm gonna need some more shadow wash. Yes. Alright, friends, you've been with me before. How is the mic volume working out? So I've been trying to get it with a hot enough gain, but not a lot of pop, and make sure that I stay on the mic. Oh, I should be wearing gloves. I'm sweating buckets. I'm gonna wear one glove. So I don't want all my arls to get all up on this dragon. Again, these dragons are made by Lord of the Print. I believe most of you have heard me chat about them before. Lord of the Print sculpts these beautiful baddies, and Magecraft Miniatures prints them. And yeah, I'm already kind of liking how this is working. Like, you can just see, like, it just builds up in some of these grooves, and that will work to my advantage later, right? Now, the Shadow Realm, if I remember correctly, we were coming up with some ideas for this dragon. Name-wise, I believe what stuck for me was Rime Shadow. The icy death. And I like the idea of maybe this dragon running into or picking up a piece of dark material. Something evil. We got a group of 3 watching here on the big screen at my house. All agree. Oh, it already looks awesome seeing the little details. Fuck yeah, awesome. Thank you. Wombat Combat Prime. I tagged you earlier today, brother. I hope you saw that. Don't hate me. I hope I wasn't trying to spam you. That dude's got some dope shit. Fuck yeah. Hello everybody at the Broad View. Sounds like you've got a broad view. No, I'm sorry. That was for you, and it didn't. Ah, man, I'm so glad we got a bunch of people watching. Maybe we got Molly. That's awesome. Yay. Molly does some kick-ass art. We got to get Molly streaming. That's what we got to do. Oh, I should use your different name. Nope, I've already revealed your identity. Oh, man. Sorry. I'll stop talking about you. She's awesome. Post your Instagram link if you want to. All right. So, imposter syndrome. I got a friend of mine, my buddy, I have not spent as much time with as I would have liked, but that's life. Hey. He hit me up this week, and he's stuck doing a bunch of shit jobs, and I invited him to the stream tonight. My buddy Phil. He was the original keyboard player in like the second band I had ever, and that band was called Vertigo. Anyway, I hope he tunes in because he was feeling down and under the weather, and I run down by the grind of the job, and I thought maybe getting him into a good positive space, thinking creatively, would be a fun thing for him. He's the one that got me thinking about imposter syndrome. That shit's no joke. Yeah. Hell yeah. No, not you, Wombat. They're cackling at me. They're cackling at my stupid ass joke. And fuck yeah. If I win a 3D printer, I can print Winnies too. I actually do have a 3D printer. My goal is to win a 3D. Well, this is such a far-fetched idea. I was gonna win a 3D printer and then give it to one of my friends who's also geeking out on minis, and then we can both build minis. That's the idea. Because I've been printing. Here, I'll show you what I printed. This massive Minotaur by the name of Mo Dawson, with a fire and an ice axe, and his compatriot Caldorn, little wizard. We actually have the player character for Caldorn here in the chat, Mr. Cascadian Wizard. And I just, I just finally like primed the configuration on this printer, because like for months I was just destroying build. It actually took me like, God, how many times did it take me to print Caldorn, Cascadian Wizard? Was it like 6? He like melted 4 times into the build plate. Hoo-ah. Hell yeah. Yeah, do Wombat comment. Dude, you paint some dope minis, man. I love my buddy Eric. He would love this shit. This is he's enjoying painting cyberpunk stuff. Some good stuff. All right. Yeah. All right, let's get some wash. Okay, here we go. Now, little ADD, little fun. Here we go. Then we got, add some more wash. I'm going to move the wash. No, I'm not. I'm going to rotate the dragon. I think I can get a good angle on here, so I'm going to change perspective real quick, friends. Just a bit. So I can show you kind of what I'm... just a couple different things. Because you know what? Oh, that's not... Sorry, that's not the perspective I was going for. Just gotta fucking... all right. Yep. Smooth as butter. Oh, I'm a dork. I can just tip this thing. There we go. Now, this is a choice that I'm making right now. I'm painting up into the scales so that I can get up into the grooves. Nothing fancy. Just working with gravity here, letting it kind of dip in. And I'm doing this because on the top side, I'm going to... I should look at the chat. It's popping off. On the top side, I'm going to do purple. Dude. Wizard's butts drive me nuts. Ah, Molly! Badass! Hell yeah! Dr. Icarus, you have a 3D printer too? Oh my god! That's awesome! I feel that. Trying to figure out how I can get some more contrast without altering the... Yep, dude. And I should post a link. I've been following the Mini Witch is what she calls herself on YouTube. Layvive. I'll post a link in a minute. She helped her video on layering really helped me out like a fuck ton. I'll grab it. I'll just grab it real quick because I was just watching it like right before this episode. Because that's what I do. I cram right before I'm supposed to do.
Really give interesting.
All right, here we go. Bam. No. And share and copy and paste. Bam. Is there a CV Dragons Discord yet. I have Discord. I have not set one up specific for this.
This is no ordinary man. He saved money on auto insurance.
Oh my god, ads suck. I will set one up. I think that'd be fun. I don't know, man. I didn't think I was cool enough to have my own Discord channel, but you know what? Fuck yeah, if y'all want to do one, we can share all of our art. That would actually be kind of cool. And I could post a whole bunch more pictures to that. And if you guys want to post your art to it too, we can vibe off each other and give more personal techniques, and I could share my opinion if you cared. And you could help me. That'd be dope. I should set up a Discord. Good idea, Wombat Combat. Oh, badass. Hey, you got a printing buddy? I feel you. I finally have the opportunity to print your minis. It took me forever, just melting Caldorns. All right. The CB Discord. CB Discord. That's silly. Okay. Almost done with the underside. Get damn feet. I learned that transparent acrylic, when you're painting it, if you use ink, like this stuff that I have back here, man, it pops out like fluorescent. I did not know that before I painted the Night Walker. Man, this chat is blowing up, man. It's so exciting. Nifty chat room. Oops, hold on a second. There we go. I'll never go away. Love it. Oh, man. Oh, man. Thanks, y'all, for just being in good vibes tonight, in a good mood. CB Discord for the CB Dragon. Yeah, that's awesome. Have fucking into it. Man, crazy thing. I know the head of IT at Discord. He used to play in a band with me. He used to play in a country band with the Cascadian Wizard as well. The Tony Bridges band. We play a mean boot scootin' boogie. Let me tell you. And I have no fucking idea why I mentioned that. I'm stoned, and that's that. Why? Why was the whatever? There we go. I hope y'all know now. I played in a country band. It was great. All right, we're gonna flip it. Hell yeah! Send me the STL. Send it to me. I bet I could put it in the same palette as... no, I'm just going to do a one-off, because so far I've basically been able to perfect the single mini print, but my goal is to print up to 5 at once. And all of that comes down to the way I place my structural supports. Spilling wash. Oh, fuck yeah. It's a good vibe. Thanks everyone for being here. Again, fuck, I'm just feeling good. Okay. So now, let's bring the wash in again. Now the top spine here is technically supposed to be purple. And I believe that my purple might be a little bit too lavender. So we're going to grab this second tray here. I should be using it on a white surface, actually, now that I think about it, because it's color. No, that's all right. We'll just be mindful. Okay. So it's a purple gray. You might not see the purple entirely, but that's okay, because I'm going to highlight it. Purple worm. Purple worm. I was before I was in a guild on WoW. We had one of the software engineers from OnlyFans. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ain't no thing but a dragon way. Oh my god. I like saying that. Ooh. Trying to catch up on the chat and be excited. Okay. Okay. We're using black. Right. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Oh, dare I do that? No, I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna prop you up because that's gonna give me the wrong angles. No, I need to do this. That's what I need to do. Let's get back. Can you guys see? I hope you can see. You should be able to. I do enjoy finding the right angles for everybody. It's a little fun. There we go. I'm trying to use downstrokes because it'll allow me to kind of see some more of the textures. Like right in here, there's some grooves. I can use that to my advantage when I'm painting the gray. Up, down, and then the white. I want it to kind of look like it's just flown through, or you're looking at it through smoke. You know, like you just flew through a giant billow. Ah, yes. Oh, man. Dude, the chemical process in the mini painting. Like, dude, our hobby has biohazard waste, man. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, you know we're in the future when my buddy Eric was saying, like, you know it's a future hobby when you have a biohazard byproduct. Well, actually, I don't know if you use water-soluble shit or not. It's still... It's a lot. It's a lot. I gotta drink water. Hold it. Excuse me. Water that cures the resin and evaporates the water. Clever. That's clever. The water, evaporating the water was the hardest part for me. I usually just wash them in. A couple of my friends actually ending up with a lot of isopropyl for one reason or another, and I got a big jug of it, so I'm able to kind of use that and let it evaporate in the sun during these brutal northwest heat waves. Heat waves. I got good angle. Okay. Rotate here. Ah, and it's pooling. Oh, pardon me. This is good. So I discovered this app, and the app itself is called Gather. And it's a combination of a couple things. One of those things is a 16-bit interactive workspace where you have an avatar and you can walk around with your character in a, we'll call it a 16-bit office setting with like cubicles and all that jazz. But it doesn't have to be an office setting. You could program it and set it up to be a forest or a park or a small cafeteria or an art gala. And recently, I believe Wizards of the Coast did a showcase in Gather where they had a bunch of Magic the Gathering art. And the other cool factor of this app, when you walk around as your avatar, when you approach people, simply by approaching them, it activates a video camera feed of where they are. So like, if you walk up to a group of people, your camera will show up on that little video party. Covidicus, hello, hola. Buenos tardes, noches. And anyway, I realized that you could use this app to create an art gala or a live streaming art scenario, right? Where like, let's say like 3 or 4 of us all decide that we're going to paint our minis and stream it. Well, our video feeds would simply be us painting. And we could set up a 3-dimensional space, or like a 16-bit space, call it a park, or we could do it like in a cyberpunk world or whatever. We could theme it to whatever the heck we're painting. And then invite people to come with their own 16-bit avatars and just wander around our 16-bit world where we are painting. And if they decide that they want to watch one of us, great. And if they want to zip between places and check one out, check another one out, hello. And I don't know, it seems like a cool idea, and I feel like there might be some fun potential to, like, maybe, here's what I'll do. I'll put together a Discord group, and I'll experiment with it, and we can do that. Okay. I'm ADD, shopping, telling you about apps. Oops, I missed that part of the thing. Oh no. Actually, you know what? That's supposed to be purple. But I like the way that fucking looks. That tail looks dope. Look at that. Shit. That's cool, baby. Cool like you, Rhyme Wind. No, Rhyme Shadow. Fuck, this looks dope. This is working. I'm considering experimenting with oil washes because they don't dry as fast, and you can really just, man, the colors you can get with oil washes. How you doing tonight, Kaviticus? You feeling good? Almost the end of the week. Okay. Shit, I really like how that works, or that looks. I'm gonna do that all the way up to the head. And I need to tip you up this way to get the wash angle, which means we're gonna come in here and get a different angle. So we can really kind of see how the wash plays with these scales. Well, I'm happy to say that I think that this wash experiment is so far successful. It's creating it's working just as well as I had hoped, and looks cooler than I thought it would. I will share with you where I got the idea. Goobertown Minis on YouTube. 40K painter. It's awesome. He loves cats. He's got super long hair and he talks very calmly, kind of like this. And he has a really good voice for tutorials. But sometimes I like to laugh at it, and I think he does too. And man, that guy can paint an army really fast, and he does so by mixing up the steps. And he thought it would be really cool if you just washed an entire army of lighter colored characters immediately after the prime step, especially if that army is going to be in like greens or light yellows. And the wash mix recipe that I use, he designed and I perfected. No, I just mess with it, and I usually add a bit more color because I like having a little bit more pigment when I'm working with it. Dude, this is nasty. Look at this thing. Ugh. I want this thing coming out of nowhere, jumping in on your party in the middle of the ocean or the middle of the wastes. Look at that face. Oof, scary. I like it. All right, now it's time to pick it up. Yo, this already looks freaky deaky. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm so gonna paint the eyes blue, like fucking White Walker Dragon. Yes. Looking mean, buddies. Okay. I'm bumping into things. God. Okay. So we're gonna let this sit for a minute. I'm gonna have some water. And I'm gonna think about how we're gonna apply this purple. Maybe I should do it while it's still wet. Yes. All right, man. We got 9 people here. It always feels good when I look up and see that there's like I don't know. Stream count's not really my game. I just like the idea of people watching what I do. So if this is the first time you're here, feel free to say hi. Excellent. I hope that you wore your mask and still suit. Dropping a little Frank Herbert there. Fuck, I'm stoked for the Dune movie. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm feeling. And I like whoever Charlemagne is. He's a good over-the-top actor. And you know what? Paul Atreides has a lot of internal struggle. I'm remembering a story. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. No misprints? That's definitely a win. What model of 3D printer are you using? Yes, anyway, the story I was going to tell. This one time I was having Burger King with Cascadian Wizard and our 2 other bandmates, Sam McCallum. And I think we walked out of the restaurant and ran into a rather book-savvy individual. And he looked right up at us. God, what'd he say? Said, "What's up, Captain Kirk?" And he looked at my Cascadian Wizard and called him Captain Kirk. And he goes, "Oh, you're a whole crew. We got Spock, and we got Bones, and we got Scotty." And somehow we got around to Frank Herbert. I think he literally looked us in the eye and said, "Yo, you fuck with Frank Herbert?" Is that what he said? Cascadian Wizard? It was so point blank. Yeah. We like Dune. Dune's great. I can't remember. Cascadian Wizard might be able to pull in the fuck. I'm an idiot. That's not black. But that looks cool. That looks really cool. Ooh. Sometimes being stoned creates happy little accidents. Yeah, it looks fine. Okay, I'm going to use a different brush. This brush is amazing. I'm going to use a different one. We're going to go to... from the Wizard. It's number 5, right? It's number 5. So it's long. It will brush out when it needs to. But it's a little bit finer for like these details. Okay, it's not purple up here. It starts right behind the eyes. What's a good angle for you all? Get it right in here. Oh, man, I'm a gassy man tonight. Here, Yoshi. Help me out, bro. That's what I want to do. Just like... Oh, it's just like that. Here, Yoshi, you can be part of it too. You don't have to go anywhere. There you go. here, here. Yeah, this angle's not working for me. I'm gonna have to hold it so I can move around. Here we go. Why is that? Oh, right. Okay, so here's what I'm dealing with also. So this is a glue spot right here. There's just no texture on it. So when I hit it with the primer, it really just flattened the whole thing out. I'm not showing you at all, am I? Nope. Right, so there's just one real white spot right here that bothers me, but it's fine because it's not going to look that bad next to everything else. Oh man, this looks messy, but I like it. Whoa, don't drop it. Oh, you're sharp, boy. You're real sharp. That's a lot of color I got in there. I didn't mean to do that, but fuck, there we go. Why does that look that way? I don't think it looks bad. I think I just... There, that helped me out. There, got some texture back. Yeah, okay. Take this. Be using a different brush. This isn't what I need. It's not strong enough. It's not holding up. All right, I'm gonna get you wet. Yes. Yep. And then he goes, "Where the hell is it?" Yes. Frank Herbert is my shit. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. Dude, there's a guy by the name of The Miniac on YouTube. His name's Scott. He's like kind of a comedian slash mini painter, and he's way into heavy metal. So like all of his stuff has lots of cool like stuff mixed into it. And he does a deep dive on the best way to get some really good shots. Dude, if you have a white blanket or a white pillowcase, that's one of the best ways to start to get like a really good background, and I haven't done that yet. I'll tell you what, once I start taking much better photos, rather I start getting a little bit more into the... Once I start photographing these, I'll do a tutorial on it as well. I'll showcase kind of exactly what I'm doing. We can compare notes. You might already know all what to do, Wombat Combat. You got all the skills in the world. I'm just ranting. You understand. I'm just trying to... Yeah. That works. I kind of turn up the light a little bit. Man, I almost... And there's a lot of fucking purple ink up here that I did not intend. I'm gonna do though. Because the wash is the wash. And a little bit of black. So blend that in. Oh, I know I can't get it because. Good. It's subtle, but there's little spots on it that I can help bring out later. Hell yeah. Aw, man. Good man, Wombat. A good person. I don't know. Fuck. Good person. I dig it. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. So the whole thing looks a little bit darker now. Whoa, I am so sweaty. Ugh. I gotta do a facial. Okay, so you can see it's subtle, it's here, it's purple. And now I have to start thinking about, not start, but I have to think about how I want the white to stand out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry brush. I want it to look like the light is hitting it like that, right? So the light is hitting it like this, right? Well, that's white. That's white. Down here it's white as well. And that's how I'm going to paint it. So it looks like it's the white is just kind of hitting at it hard. And then, if I can do it right, I'm going to bust open some of those little LED things, little LED candles, and set them up under the wings so that it has so it's transparent. It might look really stupid, but who knows? We'll see how cool it looks. I'll use some putty. All right. Oh, yeah, dude, facials are great. Take care of yourself. I've always just been friends with people who've gone to school for different types of cosmetics and hair and estheticians. And they have a lot of, well, when you're in school, you're chatting about what you're doing, and I listen. Okay. Again, there's those three colors here, right? What do I need to do? Right, I need white, I need to... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to build up the layers. And by doing that, we got to put some time into the wet palette. And here's the colors I'm working with, right? I used a little bit of Dungeon Stone. I've got that. I've got Skeleton Bone. I have black, which I don't think I'm using it today. And I have some white. And I think here's the tactic for what I'm going to be doing for the wings. I need to have all the paint that I'm using on the board so that I can work them together. So I'm putting the white in the corner because it's the thickest and it's an acrylic paint that's not normal, but I'll probably be using a lot of it. So I will be using some techniques that I have picked up along the way to thin it out and tap it and use it when I need to. Stone or skeletal bone and Dungeon Stone. That's awesome. they rhyme. That's awesome. You creative fuck. What's up, Russell? I don't know who you are, but you're right. I keep thinking about this idea I had a while back about documenting your life through art for no other reason but for your own purposes of just watching yourself grow through the things that you make. And I've been thinking about it a lot and realizing that most of the lessons I've fucking learned in life have come from participating in artistic ventures. Sports do the same thing if you're doing it right, but like for me, art was the thing that got me. All right, looks like it's dried. Mostly, this looks fucking mean, nasty. Now, the lighting makes it look kind of shitty, but it's really not. It's just up so I can get those colors in. And that's okay. But I feel like I should actually add some wash to that, to be honest. So I'm gonna get some black wash. Get it in here. I feel like I just didn't get enough. Maybe I held on to it the wrong angle. I'll let that sit for a minute. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Oh shit, Russell from Marchex? Awesome. Wait, which Russell? Because if this is Russ Horowitz, fuck yeah, dude, welcome. But if this is the other Russell that I know, who's not Russell Horowitz, then fuck yeah, hello. Both awesome. All right, let's see. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if this is Russ. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. Either way, it's awesome. Fucking welcome. I'm just having a good time. Okay. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start mixing some things together. When I'm mixing, I like to use a brush that I'm not gonna be using. Hell yeah. The other. What? Rock on, brother. Oh, man. Okay, so here's what we're doing. So we have to create the gradient. I think that's the right word. The darkest for this is going to be gray. So I'm just going to take that. I think it's the rule of 7. That's what the mini witch was saying. So this is 1. Actually, this would probably be easier. Fuck, I did it wrong. So I'm gonna do this. Trust me, I'm not crazy. Hold on. Take that. Add that to that. Oh, here we go. What are we doing? Right. Oh, goodness. Okay. Shit, I think he's too much there. Just a little bit. might have just fucking killed that color. I did. That was way too much fucking white. And now we know. But I can use that to my advantage. Alright. See if I can do this right. This whole area. That area is not dry, so we're gonna work on this area. That's already great. Add another layer of paint. I should go right to this one. Not have done this right, but you know what, we're gonna figure it out. I mean, it's actually not looking bad. Actually, that looks pretty sick. Huh. Shit, she's right. This is a great way to blend. And then, from there, we get white on a dry brush. Huh. That looks pretty cool. Man, that's an interesting way to do it. But it worked. I mean, it's... Obviously, I'm just focusing on one thing. But I don't hate how that one area turned out. So I'm just going to replicate that over here, but in a larger area. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Here we go. Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. Yeah. Let's fucking do it. That's already gray, so I'm going to start here with this tone. That's what I learned. Notice I'm painting down on the scales so that their actual colors and textures will pop out. Witness me downstroke. All right. Actually, this is great because now I can do this. Fix. This thing's looking cool. Man, I'm really appreciative of this fucking mini witch that I was watching. She really knows how to blend. Put some more of that over here and grab a little bit more of this. Getting a little more paint on the brush, friends. And now I'm using a small brush, and I probably shouldn't. So I'm going to switch out next time, next strokes. I'm just happy with how it's looking, so I'm just kind of shredding this. This is for fine-tuned stuff. I gotta not do that. Use the right tool for the job, ladies and gentlemen. Use the right tool for the job. And now I am mixing a little bit of white, Vallejo acrylic white, with the skeleton bone to create the next color in our layer sequence. And as we apply, you can see it is subtle. Almost non-existent. Let me fix that. This isn't the right brush either. Damn. I'm gonna go back to the other brush. It worked better for me. It did. How do you know? Yes, I was using the right tool all along. Ooh, that's a lot of paint. Hold on. Daddy Mlarf. Yeah, I'd be happy to. I'd be happy to go into some details. So when it comes down to it, okay. From start to finish, I will say my initial concepts for dragons always change. I come up with a good idea, I start that idea, and then I choke, or I go, you know what, this isn't good, but I have an idea to make it cool. This dragon is no different. I'm going hard on washes right now because of the color scheme that I've chosen, and that has proven to be pretty effective so far. Just doing some light shading because I'm feeling it. Alright, so what I do is I look at the dragons that I'm coming up with and what I'm kind of considering. And I study how to paint wings. I look into how other people have taken the traditional color schemes for these dragons and done them. So I look and try to memorize how they do it and then take that into consideration. And then I accept the reality that this dragon itself is like 10 minis worth of paint. I'm trying to speak directly to some of your questions. So what I try to do is I try to do the basic, let me get this primed, let me get a base coat in and build up from there. But I have often started with lighter base coats because I like to give the dragon a little personality. This one, we kind of came up with a story in the first episode of the month. This dragon's name is Rime Shadow, and since it has a name, it has a story. And I figured as we started coming up with the story, I'd kind of develop a little bit more of why and how it would be painted. For this specific dragon, I found this image on Instagram. Actually, I found it on DeviantArt, but I found the artist and he's cool with me using it. And it was a white dragon with a purple ridge, and I just loved it. And I went, how do I paint white on black and purple? So I just went ahead and picked a handful of colors, and I didn't use straight white initially. I went as like a tan skeleton brown because it's a little bit easier for me to do some cool shadings, like I'm doing now. Then I can dry brush with white later. But that was it. I gave the dragon, I had this picture that I thought was kind of cool. In the chat, we came up with a name, and that name is Rime Shadow. It's the rime based off, like a icy rime shadow, because it's a shadow dragon as well. And that kind of helped me pick which colors I was going to use. So, okay, it's a shadow dragon, so it's going to be dark. There's going to be some shading. There's going to be some shadow, smoky stuff. So I kind of picked some grays. And I knew that there was going to be purple, so I wanted something that was fun and bright that I could use to lighten things up. So I chose Purple Worm. And then I realized that I might be able to do this. These dragons are transparent. Or, well, no, their light passes through them. Opaque, that's the word. So I think that's the right word. Anyway, so I decided to not use a white or black or colored primer. I used a clear primer so that I didn't immediately black out the transparency. And then I started using washes, like hard, like just this is one giant shadow wash. And it gives a whole bunch of really cool textures because the tan color of the resin works well with this black shadow color, and it almost looks like it was white underneath. But it wasn't. So it actually gives it more of this kind of grayish, shadowy, like darkened, I don't know, whatever adjectives you want to use to describe it. It gives it more of a shadow kind of vibe. And this song's fucking really hard. And that's it. So this dragon was that approach. I kind of found a picture and we came up with a name together, and then I grabbed some colors from that. I chose to try to do something to keep the wings transparent. And all of this is just me changing the initial white dragon, because this is my take on it. But this is WizKid's take on it. And it's fucking brutal. I mean, it's good, but it is one color. This is a great fucking sculpt, by the way. But it's just fucking brutal, right? It's really, really good. And it's white with a bunch of wash and pink. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something that looked like my kind of dragon. So I am building up from dark. And then I'm going to dry brush some white over it. And try to bring it to life that way. And so far, I'm liking the layers that I'm doing here. Where I'm building from gray to skeletal bone to white. And I haven't done the white yet. I was about to. A little nervous to do it, but it is what it is. So yeah, I hope that provided some clarity onto, or some on why I choose to do what I'm doing. This paint is wet. Right, here we go. Nope, it's too wet. Still too fucking wet. I do not like how that's working. I need to thin this. Sorry about that pop. Mixing a medium into the white. That'll help break it up. Flowade. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you like my explanation. I wandered a bit, but I think I got back to my point. Why am I using Flowade? Because you should thin your paints, especially when you're not using specifically miniature paint. And that's what I have for the white. I don't have the miniature. I don't have white. I don't have white. I'm using the wrong tool for white. I'm going to buy white this week, and I'm not going to use this thick acrylic. I don't want to fuck that up. So we're going to stick to the rest of the dragon. Hey, thanks, Daddy Malarf. I wouldn't have thought that if you didn't bring that up. So, thanks. In fact, I'm going to try something. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. That's still cool. It still looks fucking dope, right? Yeah. It still looks fucking rad. Okay, so we're gonna work on these wings. Now, I'm going to hit the spots that I think are going to be purple first. Not think, that I know are going to be purple. I've already done that, which means the base is in place. On this bit. Okay. Get a little bit more of this purple wash. I'm going to use the same tactic that she suggested. I don't want this to get bright. I don't want the purple to be bright. But I do want it to stand out and be purple. Not just look like dark black with some purple hints. I think we should probably stick with the O. What else is over here? What we got? What are we doing? Don't make me sing. Alright, you know what it's time for? A bowl. I've been overthinking this like fucking crazy. Let's just take a minute. Let's take a break and look at what we've done. Look at this monster. Motherfucking monster. That's what it is. Creature of icy death. Alright. For those of you who are joining in on the green party. Ooh. Oh, it's wet. Shit. Okay. You know what? This might be a dry brush situation. This definitely looks like a dry brush situation. Man, this is it. I'm probably gonna have to dry brush a lot of this stuff. I need to fix something real quick. didn't fix it at all. No, it didn't. It just made it fun. I'll get to that. Okay. It is hot, ladies and gentlemen. I am like sweating buckets. It's behaving differently. Why is it behaving differently? It does look pretty cool. Yeah. Here, this is a good example of what I mean by the imposter syndrome setting in. So, I was pretty confident that the shading would look dope, right? With this wash. White up in there? Probably did. I missed a spot. Shit. Sloppy. I mean, no one's gonna see it because of how the dragon is shaped, but I'm gonna know. Okay. Is it wet? It's wet. Shit. I touched the water. Okay, that'll work a little better. Maybe. It's not as drastic as I want, but I can add some. Things to it. God, I might just hit that with a wash again, and then highlight it. Oh, fuck, I'm getting so crazy with washes. And here's another thing. Daddy. I will sometimes sit with a small miniature for a while, knowing that I can think about how it's going to look and think about how colors are going to look on it, and then start painting it and know that, like, you know, if I mess up an arm, that's okay. I have another arm. It's only there's that much room of an arm. But for this, I can't just like test it out. I can't test out my theories on other things, like on giant wings and ideas behind those, the color choices. It's just not as easy to do because I don't have a whole bunch of these. They're not cheap, but I don't want to buy like 4 of them just to practice on. So sometimes I find myself coming up with new ways to paint them. On the fly. I like how that looks. That's what I'm gonna do. Fuck yeah. Like this. That looks pretty okay. I did not anticipate, I think maybe in the future, if I just maybe painted purple on this and then did black on top of that, it might look a little bit better. I chose to start with the wash, and I'm glad I did because this shit looks pretty fucking good. Yeah, dude. I'm so happy with this arm right there. It's subtle, but it's just something that I was like, hey, I did that right. Or in my opinion, I did that right. And this side looks pretty dope too. Right, that's the white of the dragon that will shine through eventually. We'll do white on the bottom of the wings. Like here, here, and here. I have to brush up in it, and that's going to be fun, which is why I want to make sure I get the proper paint and not just this acrylic shit. I'm just not as familiar with it. I want to, but do all sorts of crazy shit, but I won't. I'm going to wait. Do it proper. Okay. If that's the case, I liked the way this came together, and that came together by dry brushing purple, so we're going to go down the back dry brushing, and I will be using the Masterclass miniature dry brush. This guy. Whoa. Looks like my purple wash is not getting as much play as I wanted, and I honestly don't like how it looked. And that's a lesson right there. I take it back. It works. Works really well. As the undercoat for the purple. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Dope. Okay, we're gonna roll with it. This is it. This is where I found the magic. And this is just purple worm, which I think is fitting. Some painting of Oh, yeah. That's working. This is working. Man, Flooby Dooby Doo, I haven't heard from you in a bit. Hope you're doing well. Every time I say this is working, I think of Flooby Dooby Doo because he suggested that as a emote. Cool. It's kind of wild. Okay, keep going. Keep going. I'm choosing the dry brush technique. Because I like how that fucking looks. Whoa. Move all this paint off of here. Some of you might have wonder why I paint on this cushion. I drop shit. I think step one is actually fat rips. You know what? Hell yes. This is looking cool. Like, this is looking really fucking cool. Hell yeah, man. I sometimes forget to smoke when I'm just like grooving in the moment. I'll be like, oh shit, you know what I should do? And the feet are also pebble. Yeah, this dry brush is working out really well. This kind of look. Why am I using purple at the feet? Well, because because I like the idea of every time this dragon touches down, just oozes out Shadowfell dark energy. That's my theory. Again, Daddy-O, that's all this stuff comes from the story, which I really got to give credit to. Little credit to Cascadian Wizard, because he was the first person to help me craft a song around a story rather than the story around us, like just the whole idea of crafting a piece of music based off of a story, which is not something like writing the story for the song first and then crafting the music around that. So it just wasn't anything that I'd ever tried before, and he just fucking threw that in my face, and I'm like, fuck, let's do it. So that kind of bled into my creative process pretty hard. This is looking sick. Okay, ridges on the back. Knee pads. This thing doesn't bend that way. Oh, yes, it does. Okay. Oops, that's way too much paint. Every one of these spots. What, ganja's a good color? It is a great color. Or were you saying this is a good color? I misinterpreted. It's a good color. Every one of these purple spots I'm gonna hit with more wash. Hell yeah, dude. You get it, you get it. Every time I pick up a model or a song or whatever, I'm thrust into the back and forth of like, okay, eventually somebody's gonna look at this and be like, you fucking suck. You're not the Miniac. You know, whoever I compare myself to develop skill sets. But it's not what it's about, man. Just like at the end of the day, fucking winning is a part of like any sport, you know, or you know, winning is not stopping, not giving up on a paint project that you think you're gonna like whenever you hit that hurdle, you know. And the voice inside, like right here, I'll give you the voice inside my head. You fucking missed a spot right there. You missed a spot right there. You gotta add some more wash, and you know what? Everyone can see your mistake. That's not what people think. I mean, that's not what I've vibed. Okay. The tip is also purple. Oh, dude, right? Like you just borrowed all these skills from somebody else you saw on the fucking internet? Or like you're just like, nah, I'm the imposter, man. You don't even know. It's just the same thing every time. You know? We're just using this formula that we learned, right? To come up with these creations. Other people came, and none of this stuff that we've done is the first time it's been done. I like the idea of being a Twitch dragon painter almost exclusively on Thursday nights because I think it's cool, but I'm not the first person to paint dragons, and there's amazing painters out there that'll just wreck my shit. But when I post, just like when you post, we're sending the art out, and we're sending it out there. We're putting it out. This is my representation of what I think this looks like, and if you don't like it, that's fine. It's not your art. Which is why I sometimes have a pretty high standard for what I post or say is done. I try not to forget about minis, but you know, who doesn't have a backlog of unfinished projects? I've been good lately. Sorry. All right. I'm gonna grab some wash. Whoa! Where's the wash? Here's the wash. Where's my wash? Wasn't using that. I was using this. Well, I don't think you're an imposter, Wombat. I think you are a pretty cool person, and I think that you have some pretty great talent. And the fact that you committed to putting that out on the internet, that's a big step. That's showcasing what you do, showcasing your art. That's hard. Some people get into the chat and not this chat, fortunately. Some people hop in and just criticize, man. They don't do what you do. Hell, I don't know how to paint fucking war machines like that. I just paint these war machines. Rah! What am I doing? I'm washing. Okay. Here we go. I like this wash technique, or whatever you want to call it. It's just a little, just more layers, right? It's just, it's subtle. It's like ink layers, right? You can still see the design. It just adds all these cool contours and shadows. Get this camera's not doing it for me. And this dragon's in such a weird angle. I love this. This fucking thing's coming out really cool. Oh shit. I pierced my thing. Okay. Oops. I gotta wash. Ah. Feet. Didn't get enough wash in there in the beginning. Not at all. Goodness gracious. I'm just making this dragon shake so much on the camera, sorry. I should have been more thorough with the feet. You know, have a great night, Dr. Icarus. Always a pleasure. things with no flesh exposed. Hey man, that is a good thing to notice about yourself. It's cool. Yeah, oh man, I paint these big bigatures more than I paint minis at this point. I like big monsters and weird creepy things because I like being able to throw stuff at my characters that look menacing on the field. Take up 20 square foot of space, or 70. I want to try something. Ooh, I got it stripping. Nope, not yet. More. Dude, aboleths are fucked up. They are a cool monster. I actually, one of the campaigns Cascadian Wizard I ran through with me. An aboleth. It was the Waterdeep Dragon Heist. And there was an aboleth connected to. Connected to the key to locating the location of, right, it was a crystal that was an aboleth that knew the location of the vault of dragons with all the fucking money in it, and you had to like bond with it to figure out where it was, and if you did, it had the chance of like just sucking out your soul or all sorts of other crazy mind games, but like if you unlatched to it, you forgot the location. So it created a kind of a bit of a unique thing. I think that's how I ran it. I went kind of crazy with it and like mixed a lot of the stories together on purpose to see what I could do. What am I doing? I'm washing right now. I shouldn't be adding paint. And then it's a tail.
And I don't think they ever lost the purity
No,
and
it's
the
great.
innocence that came with it. I think that they understood the value of trusting in the musicians.
Why am I using a lot of wash? Because it's a shadow dragon. And these dark spots look really good. Crazy. I feel like I'm painting a lot on this, but because of the wash usage, I'm able to, it doesn't like destroy it. I think I'm going to use the techniques I found with here on there, on the face. See how I like it. I'm gonna use this one. I just had the wash, added the wash, and I like it. I already know how it's going to look roughly. So I'm going to go for it. Colors. So I'm going to start here again. Oh, convergence. Yeah, there you go. I have a story that I'm brewing, my home brew that, I don't know if you watch Critical Role, but the Chroma Conclave is something that I've been just fascinated with, obviously, as somebody who's, you know, into painting dragons. Again, I don't know if you watch Critical Role, but if you do, you know what I mean. And it's like changing it to fit my world a little bit. So I'm basically using the dry brushing technique with these smaller brushes because I have a little bit more control over it. Oops, I can't see what I'm doing. And in doing so, it gives me a little bit of freedom. To play around with stuff. And since the brush is so small, I can get away with it with mistakes or little things, happy little accidents. I'm going a tad lighter. I broke the cardinal sin of paintbrushes. I allowed myself to put more paint higher than halfway up the thing. That's okay. Just come back down like this. Easier. See this puppy. Damn. That looks cool. All right. If that's not a fucking badass face, I don't know what is. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm not even gonna fucking touch it. Just gotta get that tongue pink. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to get this brush. I'm gonna get this wash. Stick it right up in his mouth. Oh, yeah. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I was so afraid it would look shitty. And that face, it does not look shitty to me. Cool. All right. I'm gonna try something. Still have a bit of energy left, so I'm gonna give it a whirl.
You cut me open. And now it's over. You don't even have to say. You pull me underneath your skin, deeper than the dark. Deeper than the dark. Deeper than the dark.
Okay. That's what I needed to do. And come at it the opposite direction. Alright. Go a little bit. Alright. So you can kind of see what I'm going for shading wise. It's not wrong. It's just not. It's not there yet. But the idea is sound, I still think. Again, the focal point on this is going to be, not again, but I should say, the face and the ridge. And everything else is just kind of grayish and white. And I'm going to come in with some white dry brush in the end just to make sure I do it right. And I might mix it with silver to give it some pop. Happy brushing, brother. Carry on. Wow. All right. It is getting to 11:15 and I am getting tired, and I have a rule where I try not to paint when I'm tired because I do stupid shit. But I'm going to take one more look at this face because I just love how it turned out. Yeah, I'm loving this. This is looking like a fucking fierce dragon. Yes, Rhyme Shadow, you will be my creation. Fuck yeah. All right, everybody. This is awesome. I appreciate you being here. I am coming to the end of my stream. Oh, looks like somebody just joined. Welcome. Let's see. I think it might be time to roast a beezy. Take stock of what we have. Yeah. there. Focus. Maybe I can adjust it. That's fine. Looks pretty good. Whew. Shadow wash, right? Bring that whole thing together. I'm definitely going to end up using pink to highlight this purple to make it pop. It's going to look sick. It's going to look so sick. Man. Well, hope my friend Phil was able to tune in for a little bit. He was the person that inspired me to talk about imposter syndrome tonight. So for all of you who struggle with that, thank you, Phil, for giving me the topic. Wish you the best. And we're gonna end this night on a beezy. If you feel me, smoke a beezy. Man, it's been a pleasure painting for all of you. It's been super fun, and I'm really glad that I got to paint. You got to hang out while I did. And by the way, yes, that is my Nightwalker and a skateboard with Yoshi smashing a police officer. Whoa. Wow. My friends. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I might want to do something before I leave. I'm going to try one more thing. Now that I'm kind of enjoying this gray coloration that I have. I think I just want to do that. But why? Because I liked how I was able to get the colors to look. Almost done. It's not as smooth as I would have liked. It's not bad by any means. I don't like it. I don't hate it. One last thing before I tap out. Okay. This is how it's gonna sit. No, here. So it's just like ready to bite. So when most players are looking at it, that's what they're going to see. Down like that. Which means I have to get a bright light beneath it to create that effect. And that's what I aim to do. Maybe run some wires underneath it, tuck them in. Yeah, that'll be cool. I can run some of those LED wires up this here. Have it stop there. And run it down in there and then do the same thing on the other side. That'd be fucking sick. And nobody's gonna be lifting this shit up anyway, and they're gonna be looking down on it like that. So like that's gonna look sick. And it's gonna light up all this shit. Alright, well, love y'all. This has been another edition of CBD Dragons. My name is Chris B, and I like to paint. I hope you've had a good time tonight. I have. And I'm really fucking loving how this thing is coming together. It's looking great. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Cheers. And good night. Oh, wait, I gotta do my outro. Cheers. And good night. See you later.